And here we have it, guys. Let's fly some of the new aircraft in real battles, because I noticed that Gaijin actually did a way that we are getting actually a lot of matches with players in the dev server, so not just bots. So we can actually properly test a little bit of these aircraft. I'm gonna do another video with Su-30s and stuff, but today this one is for the F-18. We are using, of course, all of these AIM-120s together with two AIM-9s. I think it's the most useful since dogfights are less and less common, of course. And I gotta say, guys, the F-18, there are a lot of people complaining about this aircraft. I have one thing about it. I might not... I have to wait and see how it will be like in the game. But I have a feeling that this thing might have a lower BR than it actually, you know, is having right now. So, because if you compare to other aircraft of the Americans, maybe it deserves a lower BR. But I don't know. We have to wait and see. In a general sense, it is good enough to be on top tier. And I don't know, people are complaining about this aircraft, but it is actually a pretty good aircraft. It really is a pretty good aircraft. So let's fire one there, one there, and one there. 3 missiles is pretty fine. Probably will miss, of course, but we gotta try, right? It looks beautiful, doesn't it? One of them when active. The guy is really cranking to their left as well. There's a missile probably coming towards me. All the missiles when active. I'm gonna launch another one here. And then I'm gonna go defensive. Gonna be like pulling hard because I don't know where this missile is. Oh, I ran out of flare. Chef, Jesus Christ, that's yeah. This thing might be going to 13.7 just because of this type of thing. And then the Super Hornet comes to save the day with 14.0. I have a feeling, at least. But yeah, everything is subject to change. I cannot believe I missed all the missiles. But yeah, people that are testing in the dev server are normally pretty smart about this. Let me change to normal TWS. There is aircraft down here. Where are they? Oh, there's a target here. You can always use a missile to decoy a missile, right? To defeat a missile. A tip for you. So I'm missing a lot of these AIM-120s. How did that get me? What? What was that? R-73s are... What? How did he get me? I was deploying so many flares before. So, I don't know, guys. At the end of the day, I have a feeling that this thing will end up at 13.7. Because, you know, it's good. It's great, actually. It's a great aircraft. But there are some differences between a 14.0 and this thing. For example, yes, it does have a lot of acceleration, but it loses to a lot of aircraft, as you see in the acceleration. And once you get to Mach 1, everybody passes you. So, you are lacking a little bit on that. Then on the turning capability, yes, it is on par or better than some of the other aircraft, and I plan to do a video comparing the performances using StatShark and other tests, but at the end of the day, it is still, there are better aircraft out there. So, you know, okay, then flares and chef. Well, this thing is one of the worst in top tier. It only has 60. So the only thing going for it is that it has a somewhat of a modern radar. It's a pretty good radar. Still normal mechanically scanned array, you know, pull stop radar, but it's still a pretty good radar. And you have the 10 AIM-120s or 6 AIM-9s and 6 AIM-120s, right? So the payload is great. Even for air to ground, it is pretty good as a multi-role kind of situation. But it lacks here and there, and at the end of the day, it is worse than the F-15E in some certain situations. It is worse than the Eurofighter. It is worse than the F-15C and Su-30. It's not a bad aircraft by any means, but it has these, you know, things that it's just a little bit worse than some of the other aircraft, you know. So at the end of the day, is it worth to actually have this aircraft at 14.0? I am kind of starting to think that maybe not. Like I said, it's not a bad aircraft. It really isn't. But it has these problems, these little problems that will make you miss a lot of missiles, will make you miss a lot of kills. Again, I'm not saying the aircraft is bad, but, you know, maybe it's not 14.0 material. And this is my initial thoughts on the aircraft. Of course, we will have to wait and see how it is. And it's not like the, you know, the VR of 13.7 to a 14.0 changes too much. You know, it's kind of the same. Is that a missile? What is that? No, it's an aircraft. So at the end of the day, it's not like it will change too much, but it would help this aircraft be a little bit more competitive, right? Come on. I gotta get out of here. There's so many targets. Got the Su-30. I gotta go really low. There's an F-18 shooting at me. Okay, I think we are fine. But even then, yeah, the Su-30 is there, right? But you can do some very cool maneuvers. You got, yeah, that, I mean, come on, that was, yeah. Guys, you gotta use the button. If that Su-30 used the button, he would have killed me. That was a cool kill, wasn't it? So, it's not like it's bad that it cannot face the other 14.0s, but, you know, a little bit, just a tiny little bit of performance is missing here to be a 14.0, I think. Not on the top speed or anything, but it's a conjunction of things, right? Especially the flares and chaff. This thing really does suffer from not having a lot of those. Like, seriously, this is the biggest problem this aircraft has. For sure. Is that a missile? I think it is, right? So, it's just... That is my opinion on this aircraft, with my initial opinion on it, right? But it is, like, by no any means it's boring to play. It's pretty cool. It's an amazing aircraft. It is fast. It's not slow. Just doesn't have a lot of top speed. Look at this. I mean, it's at... Look at this speed and it's not going anywhere, you know. It's not accelerating as an F-15 would, right? As a Sukhoi would or any other aircraft. It's getting there, but it takes its time after Mach 1. These wings, they're amazing at turning, as you saw with that shot with the AIM-9, but at the end of the day, it lacks a little bit with the other things, right? So we're gonna try to kill this target, and I will do another match. Because this is just an initial thought in a real battle, what the aircraft will do, right? So guys, I'm here with the finished one, and I just realized something. This thing doesn't have a helmet. So, yeah, I think you will get one. Like, you see it right there, right? But it's not really working. So that's weird. But, yeah, I guess, you know, just be careful for now. Well, there are some targets flying very high. Yeah, this is very far shooting, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And yeah, now I'm gonna fly low. Yeah, they're firing as well, as you see. And yeah, but the aircraft is pretty amazing, okay? It really, I like the aircraft. I really do. It's nimble, just like an F-16. It's fast, accelerating like an F-15. It's you know, easy enough to use. The gun is easy. So it is just a very complete aircraft. I gotta say, I always said that the F5 and the F-16 are probably the easiest jets you can come up with to start off playing jets, right? But now I have to include the F-18. I can already see that it's a very easy aircraft. And once an aircraft is easy like this to fly, it means that it's a very good aircraft to get a lot of kills in. How did that kill me? Was flying low enough? That was the weirdest thing ever. I mean, I'm still flying, so I'm trying to get some kills over here. But oh, that guy is dead. But yeah, you get the idea, right? It's if it's an aircraft that it's easy to get kills in, it means that it's good enough for everybody. Basically, that's what it means, right? It means that it's easy to fly. It means that it's fun to fly. It means that it can do it all, right? I'm gonna die now. I'm gonna die, I think. Oh my god, I have to control. Yeah, you gotta fly really low to the ground. My god, these M120s, they're hitting the ground and they are killing me. Which is the most annoying thing ever. But you get the idea of the aircraft, you know? It's an aircraft that... yeah, I got a kill. Or an assist. Or what? A ground kill? My missile hit at a ground kill, like, thing? What was that? But yeah, you get the idea, right? The aircraft is very easy to use. It's very nimble, agile. But it has these little things. Like, the major thing, I think it's the lack of chefs and flares. I mean, 60 is really bad. But, so that's why I think probably this thing should be at 13.7. Just because of that. I'm talking about the Cs, of course. And of course, max speed is difficult with this thing. Not that you use too much of the max speed anyway, but it is something that you have to worry about. But everything else is amazing. It takes a lot of missiles. It is powerful enough that it can accelerate very well. It has the ability of doing cobras and stuff for now. So it's just very, very cool. So let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think this thing should be in a lower BR? Yeah, let me know in the comments. I see you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe and bye guys here.